Hi Capricorn, welcome to your Astro Tarot forecast for September 2017. My name is Charla from chastrology.com. And this month there's a lot going on. We still have the leftovers from the eclipse taking place in that first week in September. I've already warned everyone about in last month's forecast, and that week is going to bring a bit of confusion for you. It's going to bring a bit of confusion for everyone because all of that energy from that solar eclipse that took place August the 21st in Leo in your 8th house of joint resources, sex, trust, intimacy, change, all of that energy is going to come piling through when Mars reaches that eclipse degree on September the 4th. Also, we have a full moon on September the 6th in Pisces. This is going to highlight a time when the week beforehand you have spent a lot of time communicating, traveling, maybe having a lot to do with academics, legalities, vehicles, any type of learning. But Mercury retrograde will cross that eclipse degree on September the 1st. So really you're rehashing a lot of things, maybe even with parents and partners, about trust, about joint resources, about boundaries, about all of this change that is going to be flooding into your life, and also big changes within your financial sector, in the balance of give and take, in the balance of your income debt ratio. So on September the 1st through the 7th, expect a lot of different types of communication about trust and boundaries, and really defining lines, I think, in relationships and understanding who you can trust. And then around September 9th and 10th, Mercury retrograde is going to cross that eclipse degree again. So from the 1st, it'll hit the 29 degrees of Leo. It'll go back to 28 when Mars hits the eclipse degree. And then Mercury retrograde, Mercury will now be direct on September 9th or 10th and will cross that eclipse degree again. So really from September the 1st through the 10th, a lot of things to work out, a lot of communication to do in those areas mentioned. And then there is a new moon in Virgo on September the 20th, and this moon is pretty special in the fact that Venus will cross that August 21st eclipse degree in Leo at 29 degrees in trine Uranus. And so that is really going to pull together the boundaries, the trust factor, the change, property, joint resources, expenses, all of that is going to make a positive vibe, positive sudden vibe with your 4th house of home and family. So I feel like you're going to get some surprising support, or maybe it's even that people that you thought you couldn't trust before, now you're trusting them, or you're developing a closer relationship with them. That Venus crossing that eclipse degree on that new moon in Virgo on September the 20th is also going to trine Saturn in your 12th house of secrets, hospitals, relaxation, anything that takes place behind the scenes. So I feel like for some of you, this is almost like a surprise factor coming up for your family. Maybe a surprise trip even, because that new moon in Virgo is going to highlight your 9th house. This is academics, travel, legalities, anything to do with media and publishing. So Capricorn, this is going to work very well for you. So you can expect all of this rehashing, miscommunication, or redoing things with legalities and education to take place all of September, leading up to that September the 20th new moon in Virgo. Then you're going to be ready to go. You're going to be able to put your foot forward. But I do want to warn you, looking into October, we have 2 pretty nasty moons coming up, and this is really going to take up the energy of October. And again, for everyone, it's going to be about legalities, academics, transportation, travel, people at a distance, things that even have to do with banking. There's going to be a lot of people really sort of who have been drawn into a war with the cardinal cross years over the last decade. They're really going to be battling it out in October. And then of course in December, I want to remind you that we do have Saturn entering your sign. This is going to be a lot of pressure for all Capricorns to really find ways to get their lives straight, to know how to handle their own power, to follow restriction and regulation. And it's going to be a lot of more of really understanding why certain rules need to be followed. You're going to feel a lot of responsibility for you older Capricorns. Not that Capricorn doesn't always feel responsibility. I understand I have a Capricorn ascendant, but for all of us, it's almost like an enclosure. We're being encapsulated in understanding the need for responsibility in our own lives and the responsibility in taking care of others also. Will be a big deal for your relationships. For all of you Capricorns, you will have to learn how to balance the give and take of relationships. And it seems like with Saturn moving in there, where Pluto is already occupying you guys' first house sector, so you're already have been under this big amount of change over the last decade and feeling controlled or feeling like you're in these controlling battles with other people, like your power versus theirs. Now Saturn's going to move in December. It's going to be a 2-year stay. It's going to take a while, and then Saturn will actually meet Pluto, as we know, in 2020. And this is going to be a life-changing experience for everyone. So I just want to remind you guys of that before I get into your September monthly forecast. Now, I've already laid the cards out here, and so we're going to really try to discern the underlying emotional factors for the month of September. Again, my readings are typically a far out projection, and so if you can go back and watch last month's video or even back to July, you're going to see that all the things that I've talked about, even in my own life, have just started coming forward. Maybe we were already thinking of those things, we were already planning, we were already maybe putting the chess pieces in place. Now we're going to see the influx of this energy here in September, and this is where the action is going to take place. Once Mars crosses that eclipse degree on September the 4th, expect it. It's going to be go time. So in discerning the underlying emotional factors here, I see that something is changing. This seems to be with children or creativity. Could even be a romantic vibe here. But I feel like it's sort of stifled maybe by older people. But I feel like all of this is happening for a reason. It's even happening with family. And I feel like the pull of divine power is here that's really going to help you begin a new start, maybe even by March 21st at that spring equinox. But just know that this is all vibing together to bring you a new life structure, a new mode that you're going to have to play into, especially beginning in December. So right now in the month of September, you're going to be using your instincts to really maneuver through any blocks that you see, and you're really going to have to follow structure, even restriction, and sort of playing everything by the book to be able to form this new creation that's going to come up in the spring. I feel like there could be some people around you who you're really changing your mind about. You may be focused on one thing. I feel like a lot of you are focused on family relationships. Could be a snake in the family relationship sector here. And so you're really trying to gain your bearing about how to deal with certain restrictions even within the family, or to really start new beginnings here. The wolf is here saying use your instincts, especially if you're feeling submerged in emotions related to children, emotions related to romance, emotions related to change. And sometimes you're going to have to pull away into yourself and really think about perhaps even your actions or your past actions here, and really try to understand rules and regulation, and understand that now we're learning where Capricorns really enjoy planning ahead and trying to reach the goal. This is more about taking everything one day at a time and dealing with obstacles one day at a time. So it's almost like you're entering a new class phase where you're going to begin to understand a lot of things through your family here, through your family relationships. I don't have the family karma card here, so for me that's a good thing. This is really talking about support, and I feel that support is here. I'm going to lay the tarot down now on top of these cards. And we'll try to discern the mundane events. And we'll look at the mundane events taking place. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there's been an offer on the table, maybe even from family, and you just really aren't sure about it. I feel like your goal in life and your dream is a happy family relationship. Some of you may have connections within your family, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces male. This person is being called to use their instincts in a situation, or you need to use your instincts about this person. What is changing is your home and family foundation. I feel like some of you, though, are caught up with anxiety, or you have had anxiety in the past about certain romantic relationships. Could even be with children here, but I feel like over the winter, you're really going to take a step back and you're going to begin to be the observer. You're going to start observing the older people around you, or you are going to start observing the rules as it pertains to this new beginning in the spring, perhaps even with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo male here. There may be some legal restrictions here also. There may be a need to recalculate monies. Could be a third-party relationship here, so you'll want to keep your eye on that. If you are a younger Capricorn, I feel like at times this energy is going to be heavy. You're going to feel like you're blocked in by your emotions, but some of you are going to be learning a new craft. I feel like over the winter, you're going to be learning how to wield this craft in order to make money. This could be linked to your family also. And so maybe for some of you, this is going back to school, becoming an apprentice. But I feel like there's some blocks here. If you are going to be changing school, there's some blocks that you need to work through. There's some legalities that need to be taken care of here. For some of you that are dealing with family dramas and family court situations, I feel like some of this may not even be worked out until the spring. So let's take another look here. Now, some of you feel like you're so tired of trying to deal with a family foundation and to make changes related to family. I feel like you're just ready to, in some way, give up. Some of you are moving home, or you are moving your house to a new location here with the Nine of Wands. Definitely, this is the catalyst. So we have the catalyst here for the month of September. Things are a-changing with Home and Family Foundation, and definitely having felt very tired of trying certain things with family members and it just not working out. But now it's saying the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are going to go in your favor. Things are going to change for the best, and this is the right time, says the Wheel of Fortune. Let's check out this Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces male here. Could be a father figure. This is someone who likes to overindulge, may like to overindulge in eating, may like to overindulge in alcohol. So I feel like some of you are riding out towards this person, but this person also, or maybe you're taking a trip with this person, but I feel like there needs to be an overseer. Maybe this is a lawyer or judge for some of you Capricorns. This is the man who holds the purse strings. Could be a husband, father figure, could be a judge in this situation, but I feel like you're moving towards the situation, needing to use your instincts, or you guys are waiting on the right time to better approach a situation regarding money. Queen of Swords is here. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra female. Could be someone who's really working behind the scenes to help you in a situation. We have the High Priestess here, and for those of you who have read with me before, you know the High Priestess is my signal to lay down 2 cards for an elevated message in the reading. It says that this family matters and this family torment is going to take some time to work out. The Hangman is here in the Four of Swords. There's a need to withdraw into the family unit. Some of you may also be dealing with sickness along the way as this situation is going to progress in the future. I definitely do not think that this situation is going to be resolved in the month of September. Astrologically, I can look ahead and see that October is going to be the month when a lot of family court dramas are going to take place. If you are not in a family court situation, for some of you, this is revisiting a relationship with family and trying to really decide maybe who has your back, who you can trust. Also, some of you are deciding how you're going to put yourself out there in the future as far as making your mark on the world, or what your career field is going to be. I feel like some of you are really going to benefit from home and family situations. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is here, and so there are going to be offers of love that you're going to feel perhaps very submerged emotionally in. And also you're going to be looking more towards gifts of money and gifts of stability after having tried everything, perhaps with a different family situation. It says the Ace of Swords says a new idea comes forward. Though that after money has been recalculated, perhaps even in a legal situation, and someone feels left out in the cold. Could be a child here, could be a lack of money. It says there are illusions. Someone is either lying in this situation. There's a lot of communication going forward though, and feeling trapped and arguing. And this definitely could be a legal battle. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Could be you guys, if you have children, could be a child custody matter, a child court case. You could be the child in this situation, or you are trying to find new ways to make money and feeling trapped because of illusions or someone not telling the truth. Ace of Swords says the truth will come out though. So I feel like these conflicts and groups though are going to drag on, and there is not going to be victory in the month of September. Capricorn, nevertheless, the Chariot is here. Page of Swords, sneaky behavior with a 7 there. 5 of Cups, this is all about writing out, making choices in regard to the matter of truth coming forward about a child. And someone with sneaky behavior could also be a thief, but I feel like there is a lack of victory here. I'm going to pull out the Tarot Marchetti deck to clarify here, and let's see if we can really resolve this, because I hate to see this here. It says matters about money are upside down. There are conflicts about money that need to be resolved. There's a need to look deeper. A need to look deeper in matters regarding children here. It says something new is coming forward. There is new news approaching you here at the end of September. So we had the wheel turning in your favor. Now we get to the end of September and something is changing. I feel like you're going out towards this new situation where you're going to feel more financially secure, but someone's sneaky behavior is really messing everything up. Either someone is lying, a child is lying, or there are people surrounding the situation who do not have their best interest at heart, or do not have your best interest at heart. And this is the battle that you're riding towards. You're traveling for this situation. There's definitely a loss here. There's a need to look closer at paperwork, and it's like the perfect storm is here. The perfect storm. This is going to be a battle. So I want to ask, how is this going to happen in the future? Because we're at a stalemate here. It's showing over and over again that this is a battle about money. I feel like it's a legal battle for a lot of you. In the future, it's talking about secret communication. All right, so what can help Capricorn? Show me what can help Capricorn. It says father figures, and it's talking about taking a step back from your own ego, especially in regards to legal matters. So if a lot of you are worried about this relationship, it's saying put this relationship off for right now, because there is secret communication going on behind the scenes. Secret communication with people in charge, authority figures, because we have the Anchor here. We got a 3 and a 5 and 8 here. This is about really communication with children in regard to joint resources. A lot of you are really going to be trying to battle this out, and it's saying maybe that it's going to take time. It's not going to come forward. And the Sun is reversed here. I do use reversals in these decks, and something is bound legally. The key is that there is a snake. There is a parent or partner, probably a female, who is a snake in this situation. And this is talking about the ending of a matter, the death, the ending of a matter. But remember that the ending comes just before transformation. Let me pull a card for October. I don't usually do this, but I want to know for myself how this is going to turn out. October, catch your breath, and the new direction comes forward. It's about devising a plan behind the scenes. A lot of communication and overcoming obstacles. So I feel like that is a better sign. Of course, the cards are a reflection of consciousness as we have it right now. Things can certainly change, but this is a monthly projection, but it can take up to 6 months to unfold. So I feel like that is definitely what is going to happen for you guys in the month of September here. I'm going to pull an advice card for you. It says counselor. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So Capricorn, if you find yourself falling underneath this battle here and feeling like you need an outlet, definitely we have the other card of creation here. These are very similar cards. This is about spending time with children, about creating, about dreaming romantically. This is also about finding new solutions here. There's a lot of change here. It could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces around you. Again, I see the signs here in this card. So I feel like a lot of you, maybe you need to spend time feeling more childlike. I feel like there's a lot of heavy energy going on here. There are things that are out of your control that are going to have to be worked out. There are going to be authority figures that need to be called on. We're talking about lawyers, judges, father figures, anyone that you feel like is an authority figure. Knowing that new moon in Virgo is coming up on the 20th, this is going to highlight your ninth house. So I think all of you who are facing legalities in court cases, this is going to be the beginning. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty towards the end of September, Capricorn. October is a free-for-all. Also, a lot of stress. You're going to be caught up in some cardinal energy there and feeling a lot more blocks. Again, we have the spring equinox card. I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't drag out through March. I think you will get some sort of severance or something. There will be a change in finances for you for the better. But as far as putting a lid on something and bringing forth that transformation, it's going to come from October forward. So take a break from all of that and do spend some time really, getting to know others, getting to know your family. You do have the Ten of Cups here along with this whole magical creation thing you have going on. So it seems that despite all these things going on around you, you do have the support of home and family, and things are changing in that area. So I wish you the best. I am offering a fall special now. I wasn't going to do it, but I am going to offer a fall special, 45 for 45. So it will be $45 for 45 minutes. That is an uploaded video with a private YouTube link. Only you can see it. Take advantage of that offer. I did run the super low summer special, but those videos generally take me about 4 hours by the time I record, edit, and encode and upload. It's a long process, so that's still a very good deal at $45 for 45 minutes. Take advantage of it while it lasts. I don't know how long I'm going to keep that on. I had so many orders over the summer that it was very hard for me to keep up. So hopefully things will change a little bit, and I'll have more room for more people as we get through the winter months. So anyway, take care in the month of September, Capricorn. I wish you all the best.